I think that video art is the same thing as painting and sculpture and drawing and performance, except it's with videotape.
Sure.
Video art, I think, is a lot like any other art in that it's expression. It's the artist's view of the world. It's the artist looking at the world and responding to it.
I love watching MTV because it's 3 minutes of just spectacular effects, but there's no other information. There's music and there's visuals, but there's nothing that really comes from the heart. It's commercial work, and it's forcing video artists who for years may have sort of rested on the technology to sort of get up and stand up and actually say something that's personal or political or somehow important as art. Because I think art is communication.
I think there's almost a responsibility for people working in media to be socially conscious and to be environmentally conscious and politically conscious as well as humanistically conscious. I think media has to take the lead in this because no one else is, you know.
I think as an artist, transportation is a very important aspect of human beings. I always thought trains were aesthetically pleasing as far as the shrouding that they put on the old locomotives. Bullet-shaped, streamlined, was very deco-oriented. I think trains have a certain romance to them, and they always seem to be kind of a safe way of traveling. So, I mean, you're still on the ground, and you're in something really big and heavy.
Akers has been painting billboards and murals since 1980. One of his most prominent works, a mural of the old Union Station, can be seen on High Street in the Short North District. Citizens for a Better Skyline Committee, a nonprofit community organization, raised the funds for these murals. Chris Steele, president of the committee, believes that a variety of art can bring life to the streets of Columbus.
General rule of thumb, if you have a blank wall, you don't have life. And we're trying to bring life to pedestrian level. That whole area is perfect now to become an environment. Like we could get antique lights in there instead of the new lights, similar to the lights that you see in the Union Station mural. We'd like to see a recording calling off now departing track 9. Some of the most fond memories I have of train stations is hearing the calls of the trains that are about to depart. We'd like to get into that kind of environmental art where you have sounds. So I think there's more that can be done in that area. It's going to cost more money. We have about 3 years of fundraising and hard work to get to where we are there, and I think with a couple more years we could have a wonderful environment of what was a drab parking lot.
Finding the wall and the visual to accentuate it is the first step in painting a mural. The train mural was designed to accommodate the 30 to 12-foot height variation and other obstructions.
The interesting thing about this wall, the train wall, was there was obstacles on the wall, conduit and boxes and meters, and I believe in trompe-l'oeil. And trompe-l'oeil in French means fooling your eye. And I think people really can respect somebody about their ability to make something disappear with paint. And that's what really eggs me on these different types of surfaces. I feel like I'm a catalyst in a sense that I'll do these things and I'll get the reaction, and I hope it'll bring more people out and downtown and really show that Columbus is a happening town. I couldn't do murals without the people, for one thing. People are very important because, you know, if no one ever looked at my work, I wouldn't be doing it. Oh, get a lot of walk-bys and drive-bys and people screaming out of their cars and people honking and firemen on their way to a fire yelling, "All right," you know, and it really makes me feel good to be able to affect so many people. And what's so great about it, I feel like I'm at the fair when I'm up on the ladder or in that parking lot, because I meet thousands of people during this process.
That's really nice. Nice horse. How long did it take you to do all that?
Started in the beginning of June. Yeah. June 7th.
Really short.
Thanks. I hope to be finished with it this week, so stop back and bring your camera.
Skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed days, dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Buffaloes on the sound, color of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky.